It seems like everyone just wants to talk about Taylor Swift these days, and I guess we are no exception. So today we're going to be ranking our least to most favorite TS albums. Hey there friends, it's Carly. Welcome back to my channel, or hello if you're new here, and welcome to another Coffee and Conversations episode. Once again, I've got my sister Shale and we are talking about our favorite, well at least my favorite, Taylor Swift. And we're going to be ranking her albums from our least favorite up to our most favorite album. Do we correlate? Do we have disagreements or differences? We will certainly see, but if that is something you're keen to see, grab yourself a cuppa and let's get into the video. All right, we've got 11 albums to rank, so I guess we're starting off with number 11, and we have not pre-discussed this, so it'll be interesting to see if there's any alignment. Do you want to go first?
Yeah, I guess so. So my number 11 was Folklore.
My number 11 was Folklore.
Oh, that's pretty cool actually.
Okay, wow. Like, no shade to Folklore. It's not saying that it's a bad album at all, but it's just clearly our least favorite. What I did, and we had like different systems in how we determined how we were going to rank our favorites, but what I did was I looked through the song list and I determined which ones would be skip songs for me, and I like tallied up how many skips I had, and Folklore for me had the most amount of skips. And then how did you do things?
So I rated each song out of 10 based upon how much I like it.
Yeah.
And I think Folklore had the most spread and like the lowest number of lower numbers.
Okay.
So there wasn't many high songs for me on that album.
Yeah. So I also wrote down like what ones were my favorites, and I feel like I had less kind of favorites from Folklore. So I said I liked The Lakes, August, and The One. What ones were your top ones for Folklore?
So mine were Invisible String.
Oh yeah, that's nice too actually.
And The Last Great American Dynasty.
Oh
yeah, I have some really random ones, especially like songs that like most people I feel don't like.
Interesting.
I feel like this might be interesting because I don't know if your viewers know so much, but Carly's actually a big Swiftie, whereas I'm more of like a casual listener when it comes to Taylor Swift.
Yeah. So it's good we have like diverse opinions happening here.
Most of my music is of the metal variety, so
yeah,
Taylor Swift is not really my ball house for the most part. So there's going to be a lot of songs I feel that I really like that most Swifties are probably just like, okay, that's a bit random and out of left field.
We love that though. We love that though. And whereas I'm more of like a country fan, so you know, old school Taylor sort of resonates with me. All right, so we both agree Folklore is number 11. Where did you go for number 10?
My number 10 was Evermore.
Oh, okay.
Sister albums, sister positions.
Okay, yeah, fair enough. All right, so why, is there like a reason for Evermore?
It's just another one of like, the song spread was just, there was a lot of low numbers. There was only a couple of high numbers for me on that one as well. And I think because Folklore and Evermore are so much alike in how they were written, I definitely didn't really get into either of them, so they ended up being at the bottom.
I feel like there's definitely like a similar type of vibe or like sound to both those albums, and Evermore for me was kind of ranked low, but it wasn't ranked as number 10. I actually put number 10 as the Tortured Poets Department, and I have been listening to it a lot more. I know we did our first listen and our reaction, and our initial impressions were, you know, I'm not sure how we feel about this, could just be background music, but there's definitely been a lot of songs that have been stuck in my head, but there's still like a lot of skips for me. Like Clarabelle, the manuscript. I'm probably going to skip Fortnight. I'm probably going to skip Tortured Poets Apartment, maybe even The Smallest Man That Ever Lived. Like, there's a couple of like ones that I'm really passionate about, like My Boy Always Breaks His Favorite Toys, Down Bad, The Alchemy, Fresh Out of the Slammer, Florida. Like, I really like those ones, but I feel like if I'm looking at the album as a whole and like skips versus non-skips and just the general feeling, I put Tortured Poets there. So that was my 10.
Yeah. I feel like I have another random favourite song of Evermore. What? One of my highest rated songs was the song Closure.
That's weird.
I don't know. I just
really
liked it.
That would probably be a skip for me.
I don't know what it was about the song, but it just really resonated with me, and I was just like, I bet that Swifties don't really rate this song.
No, crazy.
Yeah, gave it a 9 out of 10.
Wow, all right. Yeah.
That Champagne Problems, but that's just...
No, I don't like Champagne Problems either.
Really?
No.
Okay.
Like, they're just... No, it's just not doing it for me on the Evermore album. I have my favourite songs, which I'll talk about when I get to my Evermore number. All right, album number 9.
Her self-titled debut, Taylor Swift.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I mean...
country.
Yeah. Fair enough. You said you're into your metal, you love your screamo. I can understand that self-titled would not be in your ball house.
No, it's... if you listen, like, most people that like metal music, their one turn-off type of genre will be country. They'll be like, yeah, I just can't listen to country music.
Oh... See, and my number 9, and I feel like this is going to be a bit controversial because it's like a bit of a crowd favorite, is Red. Like, I feel like she marketed the, you know, All Too Well 10-minute version and the short film and the Taylor's version of Red, like, really heavily, and like people got behind that so hardcore. But for me, Red just has like a few too many skips. Like, there's like some great moments on that album, but there's also some like really low, kind of boring, sad moments. Like, my favorite songs on there are We're Never Getting Back Together, 22, I Knew You Were Trouble, and Red. Like, those songs are so good, and they're just like classic Taylor songs. But at the same point, like, if I'm weighing up the album as a whole, there's too many skips.
See, this is the thing, like, I like Red quite a bit, but yet again, my favourite songs on Red are just like the randomest songs. Like, I absolutely love State of Grace.
No, I mean, it's fine, but it's fine, you know?
And I really think The Last Time is a severely underrated song. Like,
yeah, well, I'm underrating it. Because that would be a skip for me.
No, it's so good. And that bloke from Snow Patrol in it is just really great vocals, and the songs. I don't know if it's just, it doesn't sound really Taylor Swift, and maybe that's why I like it.
Yeah, I guess so.
Because I just think that people, like all the Swifties skip it, you never hear anyone talking about it, and I thought it was a really good song. Okay,
I love that we're providing like a divergent opinion here, because Shell's favourites are my skips.
Although I must say, with Taylor Swift's one, like, there was less variance in the ratings that I gave the songs. A lot more of them were a bit closer together. So we're kind of getting to the point where it's harder to, like, discriminate, like, how good or bad I feel a song is within an album now, because they're starting to kind of more fit together. That being said, there are still a few that were, like, I would say pretty high up, where I had a couple of songs on there where I was just like, I just really don't like this song on this album.
On the debut?
No, just in general. No.
Albums.
I feel like Debut was pretty, because a lot of it sounds quite similar. A lot of the songs were kind of grouped together in terms of my ratings.
Yeah. Fair enough.
But yeah, and my highlights for that were Teardrops on My Guitar, and I really like Our Song as well.
Yeah, I like Our Song. I do like that too. All right, shall we go? We're up to album number 8. And this is where I chose Evermore. So I didn't rate it as... It was still kind of lower down the list, but not quite as low down the list as what Shale rated it. Because I really like Cowboy Like Me, Nobody No Crime, Willow, Ivy, 'Tis the Damn Season. Like, they're my favourite songs. I feel like Folklore and Evermore, they are sister albums. The sound is so much alike, but for me, there are more songs that I do like on Evermore than on Folklore.
I feel like you've picked the more country songs on there as well. The ones that you like, it's just like, it's like some old Taylor Swift kind of creepy.
Well, I've got a vibe, don't I? Clearly.
My number 8 was Tortured Poets Department.
Okay. Yeah, so we both sort of put that lower on the list.
It's crept up a bit because it's kind of grown on me a little bit. I gave it a re-listen because we were making this video.
Yeah.
And I found the songs, they kind of got it stuck in your head. They were a bit more kind of catchy. Although it's not like a really upbeat kind of album, which I think is actually for the best. They're catchy songs and they've got good hooks in them, so.
What did you put So Long London? That was a skip for me.
My favourite song, So Long London. I think I just really liked the lyrics.
Yeah, well.
So Long London.
Yeah. And what else have you got as high ones?
I've got a few 8s on this album, surprisingly enough.
Virtually all the 8s that you have are like the ones that I said are my favourites. So this is
the classic ones that I think everyone unanimously so far has said that they like.
They're like on the TikTok kind of viral situation at the moment. That's one album that we've actually, other than So Long London, that's one album we can actually agree on our favourite songs for. So that's
I don't have any super random out of left field favourite songs on there.
Well, we've got more albums to go. So let's move on to number 7. What do you put?
I have Red. Red is my number 7. I do like Red.
Okay, so Red was a little bit further up for you.
Yeah.
All right.
There's just a few songs on there that I'm just not a huge fan of, which kind of brought it down. But then it's just the classics, along with my random ones that I really like I Knew You Were Trouble.
Yeah, yeah.
And like 22 I also really like, and Never Getting Back Together.
You just want to dance to those songs, don't you? Okay, so you rated Red a little bit higher than me, and my number 7 was Midnights.
Okay.
So obviously Midnights is going to be higher on your list than
it is. I don't know how much higher, but it is higher.
Yeah, I just feel like Midnights sonically is kind of all over the shop.
It really is.
Like, there's not any kind of consistent, like you've got Sweet Nothing with vigilante shit, with Lavender Haze, with, you know, like they're just,
it's not very cohesive.
Exactly, it's not very cohesive, and like I can listen to all the songs and enjoy all of the songs, except for Sweet Nothing. I almost always skip that. But I feel like some of them have been like a bit overdone. Because
it came out and they marketed it. Well, they didn't market it super hard, but it just kind of blew up, and you heard things so many times. Like the amount of times I heard Lavender Haze while I was just in the supermarket shopping.
Lavender Haze, Anti-Hero, and Bejeweled. You heard those like so much. Like it was at the time where she was like on fire. She blew up. And so for me, I feel like I'm kind of, it might not even necessarily be that I dislike the album, it's just that I feel like I'm kind of over some of the songs.
It's just because you've heard them so many times. It's like, okay, I like this song, but like it's just too much.
I know. See, my favorites are Vigilante Shit, Karma, and Midnight Rain.
Oh my god, they were my tops as well. That's so funny.
Oh, okay.
Like quite literally my 3 9s on that album were the exact same
We
song.
actually aligned. That's so funny. I love that.
Yeah, my favorite's actually probably Midnight Rain though.
Yeah, my favorite's Midnight Rain.
Oh, well, there you go.
I know. Oh, okay, we're maybe not so different as we think. We will see. So what did you say yours was? Your number 7?
Bread.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah. All right, okay. We're not aligning. We haven't aligned with any numbers yet, but that's all right. Okay, let's see what's going on with number 6.
My number 6 is Speak Now.
Oh.
Yeah, I think it came out that way because there was a few songs on there that I just really wasn't a fan of.
Well, it's sort of more country-esque, so I understand why you would have it a bit lower.
Yeah, but there's a few songs on there that I actually really, really like.
Same.
Like, Enchanted is probably one of my favourite Taylor Swift songs.
Yes, I've got that on my favourites list.
And I really, really like Better Than Revenge.
I love Better Than Revenge. It's on my favourites list as well.
Just because it's kind of like a bit like heavier for Taylor Swift.
I know.
It's a bit rocky kind of thing.
It's
something that she hasn't really actually varied back into since making that song.
I know.
Something's a bit more rougher.
I like it. Yep. And then, so mine, I honestly thought, and maybe you can tell by like my little rainbow color scheme, I thought Lover was my second favorite album. But what I realized is that there are like a few skips for me on Lover.
Like hard skips.
There are some hard skips on Lover. And the reason why I think I thought it was my second favorite album is the songs that I love on Lover, I really, really like. Like, they are great songs. For me, it's The Man, Cruel Summer, Miss Americana, like, just get into them. I really love those songs so hard, and so I thought it would be my second favorite, but I put it as number 6 because, like, I'm skipping The Archer.
Yeah, you know? I'm not a huge fan of The Archer either.
For a start.
Yeah.
Maybe Afterglow.
No!
Oh,
I really like Afterglow.
Like, I can get behind it, but you know, sometimes I'm gonna skip it. Sometimes I'm gonna skip Lover even.
Yeah,
Gorgeous.
Yeah. I can get behind that as well.
What else? I Think He Knows.
No.
Yeah.
The most heinous thing on that album is Me. Terrible song. Terrible, terrible song. It's probably my lowest ranked Taylor Swift song out of all of them. I'm pretty sure Brandon Urie was on this track.
He was.
And it's so unfortunate because Brandon Urie has such an amazing vocal range.
He
and
does.
to put him on that absolutely trash song, I hate it.
Tell us how you really feel, Shale. She's got just feelings.
Awful.
All right. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. I feel really conflicted about Lover because for me, there's some bangers, there's some great songs, but there's some moments that we just want to get past.
Yeah, that's true.
So that's our number 6. We're up to album number 5, which means that we are now in like the top half of the Taylor Swift discography. Discography, whatever. That word, we're in our top half. We're in our like favorite sections. So
I found that my number 5 was actually quite surprising because I expected this album to be lower down on the list.
And it was?
It's Midnight's.
Oh.
Yeah.
You expected it to be lower as in you didn't think you'd like it as much?
Yeah, I didn't think I'd like it as much, but it had like just a few more songs that were kind of on the upper end. Not heaps of high songs, but just more higher ranked songs than the other albums before.
Okay, and we've already discussed, but we have like a
very similar taste to that album.
Yeah. Whereas like My Country is coming out because I rated Self-Titled as my number 5.
Okay.
And I feel like no one's talking about that. Like, why is everyone's like,
maybe because it's been so long.
It has. Like, why is no one excited for, you know, Taylor Swift, Taylor's version? I am. I'm excited for that.
Yeah, nobody's really talking
No
about
one has
it,
talked about that.
Sorry, but you won't hear me talking about it.
You won't have. We will not hear you talking about it. But like, should have said no. Our song, Picture to Burn. But even like,
Picture to Burn's a pretty good song.
Just another picture to burn.
Like for country, you can kind of get behind it.
You can get behind the songs, you know?
They're very catchy.
They're catchy. There's like an innocence to it. It's just a feel-good album, you know?
That's very true. It's just so innocent, Taylor.
It is.
Like her being just an innocent little country teenage girl.
She hasn't been burned by like too many dudes or the industry yet, you know? She's still got a country roots. She's put on this fake country accent. It's great. You know, I love my Self-Titled. All right, what about number 4?
Fearless. I really like Fearless.
You like Fearless?
I really do.
Yeah.
Even though it is a bit more on the countryside because obviously it came out after her debut album, it just has so many classic Taylor songs on there.
I feel like Fearless is kind of where she became more known mainstream, and so that's probably where like a lot of people started to, you know, become interested in her music. So I can definitely get behind that. I have not mentioned Fearless yet on my...
I'm guessing Fearless is going to be pretty high for you, to be honest.
It's going to be high. So my number 4 was Speak Now. Love Speak Now. I actually went and saw her Speak Now concert in Australia. That was my first concert of hers that I've been to, and well, the only one. I wasn't able to get tickets to the Eras, unfortunately. But Better Than Revenge, I think we both said that. Love that. Even Long Live. Love Enchanted, one of my favorite Taylor Swift songs. Sparks Fly.
Sparks Fly. Yeah, that was high on my list.
I know.
Back to December was surprisingly high as well.
Love,
it was
like,
pretty good though.
I didn't put it as one of my favorites, but it is one of my favorites. Like, it's a more obviously slower and like depressing song, but I feel like people can get behind Back to December.
And the actual song that the album's named after, Speak Now.
Oh yeah,
too.
Yeah. So okay, number 4, very good. What about about number 3? Like, we're getting into our crux, our top ones here. What do you put as number 3?
Reputation.
Ooh.
I feel like lots of people really, really love Reputation, and I can understand that.
Yep.
It has some really good songs on it, but
yep.
I don't know how I feel about it. Obviously I like it, but it's just not, it's not number 1 tier.
Okay, all right. So you've got no reasons. You're like, I like it, I'm happy, but
a lot of it was just, you know, 8 out of 10.
Consistently good.
Consistently good, yeah. It's probably the best way to describe how I feel about Reputation.
Nice. Well, I'm going with Fearless. We did just mention that Fearless was going to be up there for me. It is. That's where I like got on my Taylor Swift fandom with what was it? Oh my gosh.
Come on, you know the name
Love
of the
Story.
song.
Love Story.
Surprisingly, Love Story was actually rated quite low for me.
Oh, well, yeah.
You Belong With Me I really like.
Oh, I love You Belong With Me.
And the actual song Fearless, that's a
Yep, I have Fearless, Forever and Always, Change, Today Was a Fairy Tale, like they're on my list. Love Story, and then You Belong With Me. They, like, I feel like there's not too many skips for me on
No, it's a very well balanced album.
Yeah.
Very well rounded.
Like, I like all the songs, but I'm probably going to skip 15 actually.
Oh really?
Yeah. Okay. And like, you need to be in a mood to listen to Breathe or like White Horse, you know, they're like
I really like White Horse. It was like a 9 for me.
I mean, I like all of them. It's number 3 for me. I like the whole album, but like, you got to be in a mood, and like sometimes I'm not in a waiting for your white horse to come around kind of mood. So fair enough. All right, we are in the crux of things. We've got our second favorite and our first favorite albums. I mean, I feel like we can kind of like whittle down what ones we have not mentioned just yet. So
my number 2 is Lover.
Oh, see, I thought mine was gonna be Lover as well. So I can get behind it. I can get behind why you put Lover as there.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously you hate me, but what songs do you like?
Cruel Summer, obviously. Miss Americana and the Heartbreak Prince.
Yes, please.
Cornelia Street.
I can get behind Cornelia Street.
And Death by a Thousand Cuts. I actually really love that song.
I like that too. It's catchy. You want to sing along. All right, nice. My number 2 is 1989. It is the best year. I'm a 1989 vintage, just like TS. There is very limited skips on that song. I feel like probably for so many Swifties, 1989 is going to be, if not the top, then like one of the top albums.
I feel like she just really hit it out the park.
She just, like, how many good songs?
And it's just so, it's like pure pop.
It's pure pop.
I really enjoy that.
There's like a consistent sound, a consistent vibe the whole way across. There's so many songs that just get stuck in your head. I love Wildest Dreams. All You Had to Do Is Stay, Style, Welcome to New York. I mean, obviously, there was so many that were like super big, like Blank Space was super big, Bad Blood was super big, So that's my number 2. So
it's funny because it's my number 1.
Yes, we're down to our favorite albums.
Yeah.
Shale's picked 1989.
As you said, it just has so many good songs. It's just so consistent. And as I said, it's just pure pop. And if I'm going to listen to pop music, that's what I came for.
I'm seeing what you like are labeling your 9 out of 10s.
My 9 out of 10s. They're the big ones like Blank Space, Bad Blood. I also really like Wildest Dreams. I'm a massive New Romantics fan. So that's really
super surprising. I would not have picked New Romantics.
Super
and
poppy.
How did I thought How to Get the Girls.
How to Get the Girls is a terrible song.
Yeah. I thought you had that as a 9, but you had Wildest Dreams just above it.
Clean. I like Clean.
Yeah. See, Clean for me would be a skip.
I like it.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Interesting. Interesting.
It's another one of those random songs that I just kind of really like.
And then, well, obviously we whittled down what ones I haven't said. For me, number 1 has to be Reputation. I know, like, it doesn't align with like my country love. It's definitely departed from country Taylor, that's for sure. But for me, the bangers in Reputation are just,
they're really
like,
good.
They are good. They're on another level. There's like virtually no skips. But here's the thing. When I was doing my skip tally, I only had 3 skips for Fearless in 1989. I did have 4 skips for Reputation. So theoretically, I should have rated it as a 2 or a 3.
Yeah, but the highs on that album.
Exactly.
A high.
The songs that I'm not skipping, I love so much that I just could not rate it as number 1. Like, I mean, I wrote down some of the songs I love, but honestly, I could have written down more.
Just the whole album.
Yeah.
With the exception of a couple of songs.
Call It What You Want, Getaway Car, So It Goes, Don't Blame Me, I Did Something Bad.
Yeah. Guess what my favourite song on that album is?
What?
Dancing With Our Hands Tied.
No, Dancing With Our Hands Tied is a skip for me. It's a skip.
I really
It's
do
one
like,
of my 4 skips.
Look What You Made Me Do, I Did Something Bad.
Yeah.
I like the classic songs off that album too, but yeah, no, Dancing With Our Hands Tied is great.
Oh, I said Gorgeous on Lover. It's on Reputation.
Yeah.
I might skip Gorgeous. See, I'm probably skipping Dancing With Our Hands Tied, New Year's Day. Is that on there? Or is that on?
Yeah, it is. It's the last
Yeah,
song.
New Year's Day. Maybe King of My Heart. And then sometimes I'm skipping Delicate or Gorgeous. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. But like, yeah. Oh, I didn't list Ready For It as one of my favourite songs, but it is as well.
It's a good song.
And Dress. I love Dress as well.
Really? I'm
Yeah.
a huge fan of Dress.
Yeah, like basically everything other than my few skips, I'm like really passionate about. So, did we have any that aligned? I don't think so. We did not have any similar numbers.
Yes, we did. Our last one was Folklore.
Oh, we both,
That's it.
yes.
Just the bottom.
We had Folklore as like our least favourite album, but everything else was completely different.
Yeah. They're in the similar
Yeah,
range
like
of
they
one
were
another.
kind of around the same ballpark. I mean, I feel like we both were like here definitely for 1989. We both sort of really agreed that that was up there, and we both agreed that Fearless was up there as well.
Yeah.
But other than that, like my first one, Reputation, was your 8th.
Reputation? No.
Oh, no.
Reputation wasn't that low. I think it was, no, Midnights was 5 for me. Where did I rate Reputation? No, Reputation's 3.
Oh, Reputation was 3. Okay, you just had it as an 8. You rated
I rated
it as an 8.
the whole album as an 8.
Okay, right. Sorry. Okay, we were in the ballpark then. We're all in the ballpark, which is great. I hope you enjoyed, you know, coming along as we discussed the ins and outs of our favorite and least favorite TS albums. You don't need to come with hate comments into the comments if you disagree. It's okay if you disagree. We disagree with each other.
We want to hear what your favourite Taylor Swift album is.
Yeah, so leave us a comment down below. What's your favourite? Do any of your numbers align with ours? Do you have Shale's taste in music or mine, or something completely different?
I think if you have my taste in music, you're probably not watching this video.
Probably not, but we'll see anyway. But thank you guys so much for joining us today on this little coffee and conversations video. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, make sure to give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe down below. I put out new videos every single week. With that being said, I hope you guys have a fantastic rest of your week, and I'll see you all in my next video. Bye guys.
Bye.